Dave Gardy here live on the floor of Workboat 2009 at the Memorial Convention Center in New Orleans. And with me is Mr. Bob Tatnall, who's president of a company called Fuel-Rite. Bob, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for coming by.
You've got a very interesting company, great reputation for doing something that a lot of people need. Let's just talk a little bit about sludge removal. Tell us a little about the history of the company and what the company does.
Sure. Well, the company started in the mid-90s. I started it about the time I retired from DuPont as an engineer, and I was familiar with sludge. I'd had sludge problems in a diesel automobile. I'd had sludge problems in a home heating oil system, and I was aware of friends who had sludge problems in their boats. So it all added up. I understood sludge and found out that much of the rest of the world did not understand sludge. They blamed it on the fuel oil, did not realize that in fact it's a contamination issue, it's a biological issue. And because of my work with biological fouling in water systems with DuPont, I was able to come up with a different approach to dealing with sludge. And so we developed the original Fuel-Rite using other people's chemistry. And I've capitalized on friends in the business, chemists worldwide, and buy ingredients worldwide and make what's a very unique type of product, not unlike any other additive.
It is, and one of the things people are looking at the show is this demonstration you've got back here, which clearly shows what your product does. Can you give us an overview of what this is telling us?
Well, we have a test, Dave, that I developed and gave at Brookhaven National Lab in 1996, where I grew sludge in little jars with diesel fuel and water present, worst possible conditions, but real conditions from the real world, a little bit of contamination, and then nature taking its course. And so all my tests were based on growing sludge in a clean system, and we showed that our chemistry could prevent that. People rightly came up and said, well, wait a minute, all of our systems are badly fouled, all of our customers already have problems, what can you do for sludge that's already there? So I took jars that originally had the water layer, the sludge, as you see it in some of these, and diesel fuel, and we ran our little jar test format, changing the fuel once a month, treating the jars with various additives that we've listed. And I don't mean, these were actually chosen because they showed some promise from our other testing, not because we thought they would be uniquely bad. And these have been treated now for well over 100 times with the respective chemicals. The fuel's been changed once a week since 1998. And nature has taken its course, and you can see this is the untreated jar. You can see that it makes a difference. All of these products claim to control sludge, and this tells you which ones really do. You'll notice the water is still there.
Right.
The water layer hasn't gone away. Additives, unfortunately, yes, in the bottom. And this is ultra-low sulfur on-road diesel fuel. And I wish you could see it. There are some bright steel nails sitting in the bottom of this water that have been sitting there all these years. No rusting, no change. And it really well demonstrates that we can make sludge actually go away and corrosion not occur. There's no bad news here.